This is BMORE Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? It's me, Lady T, and this is BMORE Lifestyle, live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. All right, so today I have with me meteorologist Amy Aronson, along with our very own Brandy Proctor. Welcome back. And makeup artist Gazi Olandu Young. Hello, everybody. Hey. All right, let me tell you right now.
That even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division.
That's just a clip from 22-year-old Amanda Gorman reading her poem, The Hill We Climb, during President Joe Biden's inauguration yesterday. Wow, that's all I could say. Just powerful words coming from such a young person. All right, so I'm gonna throw it over to you, Brandy. What do you think about this? Did you catch it? Did you see it? Oh my goodness.
So as you know, Lady T, yesterday was a crazy day for us, right, on the news side of things.
Right.
So when she came on, we were still just trying to catch up with all of the quotes from our new president, our new vice president. So no, while she was on, that was my moment to breathe. But I kept seeing everybody talk about her, right? I was seeing the clips replay. I saw Oprah. I saw Shonda Rhimes. And I said, now, wait a minute. Let me pay attention to this. And yes, when I did go back for the replay, I was just totally blown away.
Yes, because she's so fabulous. Amy, did you happen to catch it?
I didn't either. I also had a crazy day yesterday, but also, like Brandy, saw everyone talking about her, so had to go back and watch it, and I'm sure glad I did. I hope everybody can take something away from her. First of all, she's 22.
Right.
So she's got a really cool future ahead of her, a really bright future ahead of her, and she was just a wonderful speaker, engaging. She wrote it herself. I mean, I think we could all take something away from that.
She's definitely gonna have a lot of opportunities coming her way also. You already know. Now, Gazi, let me talk to you, because this girl's skincare is obviously completely on point. Did you see that glow? I mean, she's only 22, but the glow was on point. So talk to me. What do you think about this?
Oh my gosh, yes. I was just going to say she exuded just glow and magic and all that wonderful stuff. She did such a beautiful job. I got a chance to watch it with my kids, and I had my poetry, you were
snapping.
Going.
It was the 2 snaps, right? You had, girl, we was getting the snaps on. Yes,
It was wonderful. Every single line was just breathtaking. It was great, and I can't wait to see what she does next.
Yes, exciting opportunities coming her way. We already know. All right, up next, and let me tell you, another topic everybody is talking about during the inauguration, Senator Bernie Sanders and his mittens. Look at this guy. So the internet quickly created so many memes of him sitting in his chair. Take a look at some of the photos from social media. Most of these just quite hilarious. Look at him with Deadpool. I'm hollering. Oh gosh. Now my favorite was the security check deposit one. They said he looked like he was going to take. Now that one took me out. What did you guys catch any of the memes? I mean, the internet is so quick, obviously. Gazi, did you happen to catch any of them?
I did, and I was crying laughing, because like you said, it was the mittens for me. I'm like, cozy Bernie, he was ready to go.
She said it's the mittens for me. It really was. Why were they so big? Bernie, what do you have in there? Are they a purse for you too? Like, what's going on? Like, how did that? Brandy, did you happen to catch the mitten game?
I did, and his response, honestly, so we saw all the fabulousness yesterday, right? I mean, Michelle Obama stepped out. We were like, what? Dr. Biden in her turquoise. It was just so many fabulous looks. J-Lo, I mean, we were blown away. But I was wondering, like, how are they not freezing? So Bernie Sanders said he is from Vermont. He said he knows all about the cold, a little less about fashion, and he wasn't playing. And you know what? My brother used to live in Vermont. I agree. I understand. But I felt bad for Bernie. He just seemed so sad to me. I felt like we shouldn't make fun of him. We need to give him send him some good vibes.
Whatever, girl. It's the leg cross for me, Brandy. That was what took me out. It was the leg cross and the mitten hand crossed for me. Amy, let me go to you next, girl. Did you happen to catch the mitten vibe?
Yeah, I mean, it was cold yesterday, right? Actual temperatures were in the mid-40s. Wind chills were much lower than that. So honestly, he was the smart one. He didn't look cold. He looked like he was dressed appropriately. And yeah, very Vermont. He knows how to deal with the cold stuff, and he was ready to go.
Yeah, he seemed like he was very on the down low. He didn't want anybody to know he was there, but he did want his mittens to be seen. That's
well,
what
we all know
like.
he was there now. I mean,
All right. Now, we want you all to tell it. Did you have a favorite part of the inauguration? Was it the fashion or Amanda Gorman's poem? Maybe you're enjoying the memes about Bernie Sanders. Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote and let us know, or go on the Fox 45 News app. Under Explore, you can find a spot to vote. And at the end of the show, we're going to see what everybody thinks. Buying your first home is easier than you think. Still ahead, the first step you need to take before ever looking at a home. And we're talking fashion for Spilling the Tea next to big outfits that had everyone talking.
You're watching BMORE Lifestyle.
All right, welcome back. Now it's time to spill the tea this Thursday, and we're keeping this edition presidential. All right. So President Trump came through for rapper Lil Wayne with a full pardon that gets him off the hook for a gun charge that could have meant serious prison time. Also, rapper Kodak Black, he also got clemency with a commutation of his sentence. So Brandy Proctor is back now to help spill some tea. Brandy, there's some pardons that have been going on and people are getting off the hook. Did you happen to catch that?
I did. You know, as soon as the list came out, honestly, I got an alert overnight, and I was up at 5 a.m. I read every single name on that list. So, yeah, you know, I mean, good for them. I think there are a few more names that could have been added on there, but
right.
I know Lil Wayne and Kodak Black are happy. Lamar Jackson, that's his buddy.
That's his buddy, right? Yes. Interesting. Well, one person who was not on the list for a pardon, Tiger King Joe Exotic. Tiger King fans were left absolutely livid and upset over Joe Exotic missing out on the pardons, and they took to Twitter in anger. Exotic has served 2 years of a 22-year sentence after he was convicted on 17 federal charges in 2019 for attempted murder for hire plot on Carol Baskin. Now, I am kind of surprised he didn't get pardoned, Brandy, because I felt like he was a shoo-in. I wasn't sure about the rappers, but I thought he was a shoo-in. What do you think?
But what? Well, you know, the Tiger King, that was your thing. I didn't really know much about it. I never quite got on that show. So I don't know all the specifics, but I heard that they'd hired a limo, and apparently they were confident that it was going to happen. So, I mean, I don't know. You feel bad. 2 years out of 22, I get it. Maybe they didn't feel like it was enough time. But
maybe we'll get a new season. That'll make for a new season, and hopefully they paid off that limo.
How?
We'll get a new season out of it because his tragedy is going to turn into our binge. Okay, so that's unfortunately what's going to happen. All right, up next we have a new president of the United States and vice president. There were some great performances, but the fashion was so on point. Okay, Twitter went wild over Michelle Obama's chic plum look from one of her favorite young designers, Sergio Hudson. Now that belt and that high-waisted pant was the standout at the inauguration. J-Lo stunned in all white, no meat dress, but Lady Gaga was fashionable as well. Brandy, talk to me, girl. I know we talked Michelle Obama before, but did you see that belt?
Right.
Whew, upon entrance, it was beautiful.
Right. You know, it was flattering. It did everything that you want the look to do because it's subtle, but it still grabs your attention. It shows the waistline, but it still doesn't show too much. Wide leg pant. I just wanted to know how many pairs of leggings did she have under that, because again, it was super cold yesterday.
It was.
So I felt like her look was on point. J-Lo's always fabulous. But
yes, always fabulous. I'm sad
color,
that her singing wasn't too good, but J-Lo did stun in that all white though. I'm telling you, Brandy, I miss you, girl. I miss you, girl. All right, that's all the time we have for the tea today. Now go sip on all that tea. All right, in the new year, make it a goal to become a homeowner for the first time. Like with any big project, you need to make sure you're ready to take on the challenge. And becoming a parent can be one of the greatest gifts, but it can be quite a challenge. The current research now looking at a link between genetics and birth defects, and why doctors now recommend genetic testing during pregnancy.
This segment is sponsored by GBMC Healthcare.
According to the National Birth Defects Prevention Network, every 4.5 minutes, a baby is born with a birth defect in the United States. Birth defects are the most common cause of death in infants and the second most common cause of death in children between 1 to 4 years of age. Dr. Natalie Blagavado joins us from GBMC to discuss where we are with current research and to talk to us about possible methods for early diagnosis. Hello, Dr. Natalie. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so talk to me. What is a birth defect?
So a birth defect is any structural change that's present at birth, and it can really affect any part of the body.
Okay, so now what are the most common birth defects that there are?
So the most common birth defect is a heart defect, and that can be anything from a small hole in the heart to a major structural abnormality that requires surgery at birth. But cleft lip and palate, open spine defects, are some of the other more fairly common birth defects we see.
Okay, what are the causes of these birth defects?
So a lot of birth defects are caused by a combination of multiple genes getting together with factors in the environment, and then a birth defect occurs. But other birth defects can be caused by just a single gene that each parent has passed to the baby, and in combination has resulted in a difference in that baby.
Okay, now can you discuss the connection between genetics and birth defects?
So specifically that last thing, so when single genes get involved, that's where we are interested in taking a look at parents and offering them testing for those genetic defects. But again, as I mentioned already, the environment can have a factor, so everything gets together and can cause these issues.
Oh, wow. So can you explain why doctors recommend genetic testing during pregnancy?
So the genetic testing can help us determine if an individual baby is at risk for developing a birth defect. And for example, a common birth defect we'll test for is cystic fibrosis. And those are babies when they're born that can really benefit from treatment right after they're born. In testing the parents and seeing if the baby's at risk allows them to make decisions about the pregnancy, managing the pregnancy, helping the baby out after delivery. And actually, we've had parents tested to see if they have, carry a gene in common, where they've actually figured out that, oh, wait a second, not only is this pregnancy at risk, I've got a child at home who's got the inherited disorder, for example, cystic fibrosis.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, doctor. Lots of good info about the battle against birth defects.
Oh, well, thank you so much for inviting me.
All right. Now, the sun rises on yet another beautiful day. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is showcasing some of the great photos. Hey, Amy.
Yeah, we started off with some extra clouds this morning, but it certainly made way for a beautiful sunrise. Here's one shot of that. You can see the pink just peeking through the skyline there. This was tweeted out from Maryland DNR. If we take a look at this video that Tom tweeted out this morning, he thought it was an alien invasion. Either way, very cool with that light shining down on the inner harbor. And then this time lapse was tweeted out by one of our photographers. You can see he actually captured the sun trying to break through those pesky clouds. And it succeeded, because now if we take a look down at what's happening, you can see the sun has broken through those clouds, and it's helping us out. It's helping bring our numbers up. After starting the morning off in the 20s, we're now working our way through the upper 30s to near 40. We can thank that southwesterly wind for that. That's helping bring in some milder air, at least today. A very frigid weekend will follow, and then we are tracking our next winter weather maker come Monday. Looks like right now the earliest that would arrive would be Monday afternoon, setting us the potential for rain, sleet, sleet and even snow through early Tuesday. Before we get to that point, we're tracking some temperature ups and downs. Ahead of an approaching cold front, you'll notice the red lines coming in from the south, milder air starting to surge into the area. But then that front crosses through late tonight, and behind it, our temperatures start to come back down. Now, not necessarily tomorrow. Tomorrow's a transition day. We'll spend it near normal, actually above normal in the upper 40s. But over the weekend, you'll notice those lines coming from the northwest. The blue lines move into the area, and that's going to send us some much colder air both Saturday and then again on Sunday. So here's a preview of that weekend forecast. These numbers don't tell the full story. It's going to feel more like mid and upper 20s on Saturday, followed by more sunshine Sunday with relaxing winds and temperatures in the mid and upper 30s. Looking at your full 10-day forecast shows that threat for some wintry weather coming on Monday, late Monday into Tuesday. Those are the 2 days to watch, and then we could see another round of snow showers potentially next Thursday. Back to you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by PRMG.
Joining us once again is Andre Spellin, a branch manager for PRMG here in Maryland. Andre wants first-time home buyers to know a few things before you find your first mortgage. Thank you for joining us today, Andre. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing fantastic. Now tell me, what can PRMG do for a first-time home buyer?
90% of what we do are first-time are purchase loans. So what we're going to do is we understand what you're going through. This is the biggest purchase of your life, and you need somebody that you can ask every question under the sun to, who's going to hold your hand through the whole process.
Right.
So first things first, most people don't realize how many professionals are going to be needed to get a home loan. So we're going to walk you through that too. We're going to start with the credit. We're going to look at that. Then we're going to look at what you make. We're going to tell you what you can afford. Then we'll send you to a few different realtors so that you can pick the one you like the most, so they can negotiate the best price for you. Then we'll send you to a few insurance companies so that you can get a great price for your insurance. Those are the professionals that are required for you to get your home that you need to contact, but we're going to put you in touch with a few so that you can get the ball rolling on that.
How much does someone actually need to have to put down on a house?
Yeah, to put down on a house, depending on what you're trying to get, I would assume it's going to be between 70 and $400,000 for your first purchase. You're going to want to put aside about 3 to 10% of the purchase price. Sometimes if you're a veteran, you're going to put down way less than that. So 5 to 10,000 is a great start. You should be able to get something done with that. And then, of course, higher in the price range, you need a little bit more than that. But 5 to 10K is a good place to start from.
Why is it a good time to buy now?
In about a month's time, everyone's going to get their W-2s, and they're going to start doing their taxes, and they're going to start getting returns, and that's when they're going to start looking to buy a car. That's when they're going to start looking to buy a house. So supply and demand means right now there's the least amount of buyers in the wintertime. So that's when you want to buy. You want to buy when no one else is buying. Now's the best time to do that.
That's right. Well, I wish there were some homes on clearance right now. But Andre, please tell us, where can people reach you?
Well, you can reach me at 866-PRMG for me. That's 866-PRMG, the number 4E. Give us a call, or you can go online, andreshomeloans.com, and do an application right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Andre, for all those great tips. Till next time.
All right. Thank you so much.
Next, Bernie Sanders becomes everyone's favorite meme. But was it your favorite part of the inauguration? Vote now at foxbaltimore.com/vote, and we'll check out the results just now. All right, and we wanted you to tell it. Did you have a favorite part of the inauguration? Here's a look at the results. All right, 58% say Bernie Sanders memes were the best part. I agree.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BMORELifestyleTV@foxbaltimore.com.
Baltimore, thank you for joining us, and thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on social media. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.